Hey everybody, Scroft here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're back on Calmsden on our Let's Play series. And we're going to crack on. We've got a big job today. It's going to be the harvest. Finally ready. Finally ready. In the last episode, though, we did all the silage. I had to change the wrap because I ran out, so I went with a different colour. So some of them are white, some of them are blue. I scaled down the grass just a touch, and I think it looks a little bit better. I think that's like the sweet spot now for me. And it wasn't just because, it wasn't anything to do with like the system and how it's performing. I wasn't losing frame rates. It was just because I think it looks a bit better. I also upped the meadow as well. So the meadow's actually gone up just a touch. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Cows are actually doing really well. Finally producing milk. Haven't sold any of the milk yet though. We've got 133 litres, so not much. I mean, only 10 cows. But look, they're up to 100% productivity, which I thought was really interesting because we've not given any TMR. We just give them, I've given 2 bales of hay basically, and then they've got meadow grass. So really strange. And the manure's working as well. It's actually working. It's not in this one because that manure bunker there is only attached and linked to the indoor bits. So in the winter months we'll get manure from the dairy stock because, you know, we've got nowhere to put straw anyway. We've also got nowhere for the slurry to go. So, yeah, I mean, it's shouldn't be too bad. We are producing manure up there, but finally got manure into the game, which is, I mean, it's strange to think that we haven't had that since the start of FS25, really. So we can actually use muck spreaders now. But no, nice sunny day in June, and we can get the harvest done. I'm looking forward to this one. I just want to point out that the grass is growing again, and this is because it's the grass texture, not the meadow. And I've scaled it down. I just think it looks a lot better. I think it's, you know, it's not too full anymore, but I think it's like the sweet spot. I need to remember as well that I was basically allocating 6 hay bales for the beef stock, 6 hay bales for the dairy stock. I've given 2 to the dairy stock. All the bales are still in the field they need collecting. So 4 is going to go over there now, and 5 is going to go over there because I only put 1 into the beef stock. But let's go and get sorted out and get set up for this harvest. I'm going to do it all myself. I was going to do like a montage. I do like doing a harvest montage on Calmsden, and I was going to do that. Then I thought, no, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do probably like a bit of a time lapse, maybe a bit of a jump cut, because it can never be that long. But I do want to do this myself. First thing I'm going to do though is looking at the maintenance on this vehicle. It's not in good shape, so we're gonna go repair the John Deere. If you're watching Noel, I know you won't be happy. Noel's not the biggest John Deere fan at all. Doesn't like them at all. He'd probably want me to just let it go and get fully damaged and not start again. But we're not doing that, buddy. We're repairing it because I've got no money for that. If I was going to spend any of the money, it wouldn't be to replace the John Deere. It would be to get another harvester. Now, I've tried my best to get the tip working here, but it's just not going to happen. I feel like I found a solution, well, might have, but it does require a new save, and I haven't got the capabilities now to do that because we're so far into the series, so I think I'm just going to have to use silo, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that can be sorted at some point. I've got another plan with that, so don't get me wrong, I am trying stuff. I'm trying to get things organised, let's say, to get the tipping working, and I've been speaking to Loki because he's got a mod called Tip Anywhere, but it doesn't actually allow you to tip grain basically into the floor of like these buildings. Some of it, like I've got one in GE, and then there's another one that's placeable from Oxy, and they both don't allow tipping. So there's something going on there, something that's probably being overlooked definitely by me, because I don't know enough anyway. 10,000, my days, that's a lot of money to go, but it was needed. But yeah, I was speaking to Loki and I was saying, like, this is an issue. Is there any way your mod could implement it? And he actually sent a picture back, like literally a couple hours later, saying, I'm tipping into the shed. And my brain was like, how have you done that so quick? And we're going to get a mod update to that mod, and you can have it implemented. I don't know if he can. You know, he just said he's going to try and figure out how to put it in, basically how to implement that into the mod. So hopefully at some point that could be a thing. That could be the way to do it. And then, you know, the mod just allows it to happen anyway into where there's these block tipping effects. It's basically like some kind of tipping collision. And I know the way you set it up in GE, like if you place it down an object, you've got these drop-down boxes now for collisions, and there's an option, a checkbox. It's like it says tip blocking basically. Now, it's not as easy as just unchecking that. I've tried that, or it is, and I need a new save game. That's basically what I've tried anyway. So I guess we'll find out. But anyway, oh no, I don't want that. Don't lock me in. I want a jet wash. Right. Easiest thing to do here is actually push it closer to the vehicle. All I want to do is get it prepped, get it clean and ready for harvest, because you know it's a big job, and it's going to bring in some good money. So I think it's, you know, it's the right thing to do to get trailer all cleaned off. I'm not going to do 2 fields. I'm just going to do the one. Just going to do this field here, and I'll do the harvest in the other one. Probably, yeah, I could even do it in the next episode. I mean, I won't be coming back to Calmsden for a week after this, because this is the last video I'm recording on Calmsden for a week. Because, like I said, I'm off, so I could save the harvest till the next one, or I could just do it in between. It does look so much better, doesn't it? That's one thing I have to say with FS25, the water effects, the way the actual paintwork, tyres look. It's a big improvement. We need to actually clean that off properly, I think. So that's definitely clean. That's clean, but not... You know what? I've decided that is the worst place to get a trigger to open a door. Yeah, that's the only way we were ever going to do that. I mean, what the hell? I don't know. We're going to have to bring this outside, so if it does happen again, at least it's on the right side of the door. Faffing about as always. What is going on? You think they'd make the hose a little bit longer? Come on. We can afford a bigger hose. All I want to do is clean this off. Is it 50%? Right, there we go, finally. No, don't want that. On this, there we go. So I've got plenty of fuel in there. Quite happy with that. I mean, the maintenance is not at full. Is it? That's strange. I wonder if it's showing me the maintenance for the trailer, maybe. I don't know. Let's detach from the trailer. Yeah, it is. So that's not too bad then. I think it must just show you the lowest for whatever you're hauling. I'd say that's probably my guess on that one. Let's pop this out the way so we can actually get the harvester passed into the entrance area. And yeah, we're ready to go then. First time I actually use this harvester. I've had it this whole time, and I didn't even plan on using it, I'll be honest. My hopes and dreams, let's say, were to buy a new one and use that, but it did not work out that way. We didn't get enough money, but we have upgraded quite a lot of stuff. I mean, I spent a lot to buy like that shed, for example, and I needed to lease out quite a lot of stuff, but fertilizer, herbicide, and I could have also parked that a lot better, let's be honest. Let's try this again. I'm not going to give up now. That I can do this. There we go. I'll take that. That'll do the job. But no, look at the header size on it. It's just not... Yeah, it's not very good. I was going to get a bigger header and see if it fits to the Evian. But I never tested it out. I don't want to go and waste a load of money if it's just not going to work anyway. I think we're just going to have to... Yeah, take the hit on it and just do the job. It's going to take a while, but we've got GPS, and as long as we are producing straw, because that's going to be good money, we're definitely not going to keep all that. There's way too much. But yeah, if we can just get the ball rolling on this with a bit of guided steering to help us along the way, and yeah, you can see that is going to take a long time, and it's just because we've gone with a really small header. If we had... I'd say if we had about 10 meters, that would probably be ideal. But it is what it is. Let's just get through it. Bring in the bolly. This field's actually doing really well. It's at 97%, but that field across there could only get it to 80%. Now, I don't know why that is, because it's not like the soil types. We don't have precision farming, so I've missed something. Or the herbicide that I put in that field, because there was so much more. There was loads more weeds in that field. I think it just goes to show that even if you use herbicide, you're going to take a hit. Which is what I remember it being. It was like a 15% hit, even if you use herbicide. Which is why I want precision farming back, because if you use the spot spraying technology, you didn't get the hit. Also, I feel like you had an easier chance to attack the smaller field. So herbicide is like a better option than just leaving the weeds, because I think that's like 30%. But if you use herbicide, you reduce your yield by 15%. So you're never going to get that 100% unless you plough, stop the weeds from coming, or attack the weeds early with a mechanical weeder, or even when they get to like the medium size. But the problem with the medium size weeder is it just takes a while, because of the fact that they're not as big as what you can do with the other mechanical weeders, which actually allow you to get rid of the small weeds. I'm gonna have to remove the collision on that post, because that's going to be annoying. But no, we're doing all right. This one especially is going to be a lot. I mean, look at the capacity as well of the harvester. We're already hit 30%. We've done hardly anything. It's going to be a big job, people. It really is. I mean, I've not even completed the first headland and we're at 96%. I've got a feeling this is going to be a big yield, everybody. We've got a big harvest coming up. And, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a challenge. It is to get this all done. I'm going to have to try and go over the road, aren't I? I don't want to be doing any crop damage, and I have got crop damage on. So let's just drive there, and we're going to have to jump into the John Deere and go for a bit of a detour down the road. Oh man, so much faffing is going to be happening. I've just realised as well what I've set myself up for with the size job this is. It's massive, because it's just unforgiving. It's unforgiving with the size harvester. I should have probably checked out to see if the header will fit on that. Do you know what? Let me know in the comment section, right? Try and make me feel better as well. Would it work? Has someone tried that before? Tried to put one of the bigger class headers onto the Evian? Because if you say, yeah, it would have worked, you faffed about, Scroft, there's going to be a little tear that drops from my face, because that is a massive field for that size header and that harvester. And to everybody that's playing Calmsden that I give the starting equipment to, I apologise now for the fact that that's the harvester you start with. I think the fields are just too big for it, but I mean, it's a challenge and I'm going to do it. I am. It's just going to take me a while, but I'll sit back and relax and all that good stuff. I will do a time lapse, like I said, but there's no way I'm going to be able to fit that whole field in a time lapse. I could do just jump cuts in the time lapse. That might be an option. That might be an option, actually. I could do that, and then it still will be one time lapse. It's just going to be, yeah, it's going to be a long time lapse, but not as long as it probably should be or would be if I didn't do some jump cuts. I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on with it. I mean, there's plenty of it to do. Plenty. that was a task and a half. It really was. I mean, you couldn't just do that without having something else going on in the background. That's like perfect time to like maybe watch a video on YouTube, listen to an audio book, bit of music, whatever takes your fancy. I actually had a football match on my TV to the side of me, and it was perfect because that just took me so long. Like literally that one field. I've been recording now for 2 hours and 29 minutes exactly. Now, probably say I was talking for maybe close to 20. So you could say maybe like 2 hours 10, maybe like 2 hours to 2 hours 10. That's how long it just took to do that one field. And there is a lot of rows of straw to bale from that field. So we're not done in there. But we got a lot of grain off it. And it's going to be, yeah, it's a better yielding field than the other one. But I do think, just checking the size of the fields, this one's 17 acres, but it's also not in, because I think that's field 1 that's combined in that. So let me just go to field 1, see if I can grab that just to see. There we go. So yeah, it's cutting a little bit of it. So you could say that's, I'm going to say like 18.5 acres. Is this 19.5? So this is a bigger field. So we might get like close to it, but we'll definitely not get the same yields because, yeah, it's like 80%, whereas this one was like 90. But God, it was a long-winded task. I'm hoping that's going to be the last time I use that harvester with that header combination. I have to laugh. As I was harvesting, I was going through a few of my comments as well on my phone. And in the video that came out today, which was episode 8, I think it was. So this is episode 11 because I'm recording in advance. So yeah, episode 8, the tramline video. I got a comment on there. It made me laugh. It really did, because I was asking the question, you know, could I use the other header? And Matthew Elston put in as a comment, literally like only an hour ago from right now, the 10.8 meter header does fit and will work on the class combine, but the auger is too short to unload on the go, which is fine because the way I was doing it right now is I'm stopping unloading, but I would have to reverse probably because, yeah, the auger's going to hit, like where the auger's going to come out, the header's going to be too wide, so I wouldn't be able to kind of drive past it, which makes sense. And I got a few other comments like that as well, so it's good to know. So it kind of justifies why I didn't do it, but I probably could have got away with it. But I'm going to try it for that other field that I'm going to do, and that is actually going to be in between this episode and the next, because I've got a bit of a gap now. Got a load of straw to do, and I've also got that field to do. So I'm just going to get that harvested, get all the grain in, and probably jump to the next episode. Oh, no, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it. In the next episode, we'll do the baling. We'll get a worker to do the harvest in the other field using the same header, because then we don't have to waste money on leasing. By that time, I know for a fact them bales will definitely be ready to sell, because you're at like 97% or something. So yeah, look, they're all fermented right now into silage. So if we're keeping half of these, we can collect half of these, sell them, then do the baling in the next episode whilst the harvest is going on. Let's just have a quick look at the time saving stock check. We've got £80,000 worth of barley right now. We've picked up 117,000 litres from that one field. So let's say that we get to 200,000 and a max prize is 681 on normal difficulty. I mean, like, I'm going to just do something now. I just wanted to see. So it would be 44,000 on hard. Ooh, no, we don't want that. And let's go to easy. I never usually play on easy, but yeah, look at that, 133. So it's a big jump up, and we got 1136. And silage goes up to 136,000. And in fact, her silage right now is 140. So if we went and sold the bales now, we'd actually get a really good price. Why do I keep pressing the wrong one? There we go. Back to normal. So it's 84,000 now and 79. We'll stay on normal. That's the difficulty I usually play on. But we should probably sell the silage. I'll literally save the game at this point, jump back in, and then we'll carry on the work. We might have to do a bit of an evening harvesting and baling, but definitely plenty to do in the next episode. It was a long one. I think I might title the video something like a 2-hour harvest, because that's exactly what it was. In fact, I will check it. I'll time it in the time lapse. I'll, like, you know, see where it is on the timestamp in the timeline, and then just try and figure out exactly how long it did take me to harvest that field. But I think it has got to be about 2 hours. So definitely kept me busy. I even put it on ×5 in game to just get a bit of time progress. And it was hard, you know. I just wanted it to be a bit more realistic. You'd obviously be in that field for quite some time. Where's the milk at? 133, so not amazing. They're at 100% health though, and our cows are also at 100% health, so pretty good. Just see if I can run up. I mean, I only took a bit of a shortcut there, but I just want to show you that the manure is actually working for once. We've finally got it in the game. I don't look at them rows anymore. So much to do. But there we go. Look at this. I've actually got some 4,000 litres of muck. It's like the first time I've seen it in FS25. Look at how many rows I've got to do in this. It's going to keep me busy for quite some time in the next episode. So on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me, because that really does help me out. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator. See you, everybody.